Hey y'all, how you doing today? Just wanted to share with you some information I found out about a rabbit that we're having not an issue with, but a concern about. So I did some research. Cymbre and I talked about it last night, and here's what we talked about and I found out.
Hey y'all! So we realized y'all haven't really seen me lately since I've been quite so big. We are at 39 weeks and 2 days today, and Miss Gwendolyn is still hanging in there. I have put a few updated photos on our Instagram post, so if you haven't found us on Instagram, make sure to do that. The link is in the description below. And I've been having some Braxton Hicks contractions, but not really any labor kind of contractions. So we've been in this kind of anxious mode of, well, we make our plans, but who knows when it's gonna happen. So we're now pretty much at that point where we're ready whenever she decides and whenever God decides it's time for her to come. We're still kind of well, I'm a little nervous, but at least I've been through it once before, so it's not completely unknown to me. And we will be going to the hospital for the birth. I had a doctor's appointment today, and she told me get to the hospital as soon as I start going into labor, because her concern is that I might end up having the baby before we get to the hospital, because we're about 50 minutes to an hour away. Assuming it's not rush hour traffic. But we shouldn't be having to go in rush hour traffic anyway, because I've been still going into work every day, and my office is only like 10 or 15 minutes from the hospital. So if I went into labor while at work, it would be an easy jump, skip, and a hop over to the hospital. My doctor did say that she's a little bummed if Gwen decides to come this weekend, because the doctor's going to be out of town. So it would be the doctor on call that delivers Gwen. But we shall see what happens. Are you excited, mister? Are you ready to meet your sister? Yeah? And really quick before we go over to... Woo! Really quick before we go to Justin's part of the video, I wanted to show y'all something kind of cool. We do have hummingbirds that come around. They like our butterfly bushes, but in the evening we get to have some special visitors that really love the 4 o'clocks, which incidentally bloom later than 4 o'clock. But here are some hummingbird moths enjoying the nectar from those awesome flowers.
Okay, so not yesterday's video, but the day before, I was showing you the rabbits, and noticed that you may have noticed that the mother rabbit in here has some fur missing on the back. Well, there could be several reasons for that. One thing I found out is just could be her natural time of the year to shed her fur before the winter, and so this is just her doing that. And And with that, there's no concern, because as you can see, if these rabbits get out of the way, as you can see, there's fur on her back. It's not like she's bare-skinned, so it's a good thing that the fur's growing back, and it doesn't look like there's mites around it, because you should be able to see white mites walking around on her. Now, depending on the mite, sometimes the mites you can't see by the naked eye, and sometimes you can't even tell by a scrape, like if you're running to get it tested. But if you put it under a microscope, you should be able to be good. Another thing that I found out it could be is rabbits, when they're in cages together, they'll do a thing called barbering. Now, sometimes they barber themselves. Other times it's other rabbits barbering a different rabbit. So with that, since she has 5 babies around her, they're probably quote unquote barbering her, as you can see that one probably was doing. So basically, they're just kind of quote unquote giving her a haircut. They like to give each other haircuts whenever it's around that time for them to start shedding. Kind of helps them out, and there's nothing to be concerned about as long as there's no lacerations on the skin, which there isn't from what I can see. And Cymbre didn't see any yesterday. That's probably what she being Cymbre is thinking it is these rabbits, since they're all in the same cage, rubbing up against her, maybe chewing on her fur, those kind of things. And we just gotta be aware and just kind of watch out for it. So I'm thinking it's just her shedding, or even the other rabbits kind of nibbling on her hair. So really what we need to be doing, as Cymbre told me yesterday, is get these bunnies separated. Actually two ways we're probably going to do it. One is to divide this cage into half, basically about where this board is, in that board over there, just running a wire straight across to divide it in half. And that way we can keep some rabbits over here and a few rabbits over here. The best thing would be to separate them all, and then that way we don't have to worry about any of this kind of thing. So the other option is, other than dividing this, which we're planning on doing anyways, is to fix that hutch, get the wiring fixed so we could put at least 2 rabbits in there, if not 3 if we divide it. There is a divider already in there, but we can take that out and move it to another spot, and then basically divide it into 3. As you can see, there's already 3 feeders on there, which is probably what we'll end up doing. And then we did that makeshift, used to be a chicken tractor that we changed into a rabbit hutch. So we have 3 holes there, 3 holes there, and we can make this into 2. So all with that, 6 rabbits with 8 spots to put them. We have plenty of places. We just need to get that one fixed, and we just need to get that one cleaned out and re-bleached and watered down. And we actually probably need to get it elevated up higher off the ground, just to make it better for the rabbits, so we don't have any issues. Just want to let you guys know, if you had noticed this mama's back in that previous video, what we're thinking it is. And so it's just something that we just need to take care of. Probably I'll try to do it this weekend, but with Gwen coming, it'll probably be put to a later date. And we'll just need to keep an eye on her and make sure that nothing else is going on. So I hope you guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Cloudhoppers, thanks for watching the video. Push the thumbs up to like the video. Also hit that subscribe button, also the bell, so that you can get notifications when our videos come out.
Check us out on our social media pages too. We have Facebook and Pinterest, and soon we'll have Instagram. The links are below. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good job.